So we got this situation to handle. Let f defined from this R to R be defined as f of x is this. So we got our f of x as 2x minus 1. Okay, and g of x is defined as r minus 1 to r, defined by g of x as, so we got our g of x as this. Okay, so g of x is x minus 1 by 2 upon x minus 1. Then the composition function f of g of x. So you have to comment on f of g of x. So just be focused on f of g of x. Means what? You have to replace x of f of x with g of x. So 2 times g of x minus 1, done. Okay, now who is g of x? Now replace g of x. So it will become 2x minus 1 upon x minus 1 minus 1. Let's open this, means to do the simplification. So 2x minus 1 minus x plus 1 upon x minus 1. So we got numerator as x and denominator as x minus 1. Now, you know that in previous classes we have these kind of situations where we are handling linear by linear situation. So if you are handling linear by linear situation and you are having xy equals to c square, we are having graph in the first quadrant and the second quadrant. If we are having xy equals to minus of c square, we will be having graph in the second quadrant and third quadrant. So it is linear by linear. So we will try to convert question into one of this form. So for that, what I will do, I will assume LHS f of g of x as y for time b. Now on numerator, what I will do, I will try to create a constant. Okay, because we don't want to have variable on the numerator. So how we will do that? If we can eliminate this part from the numerator, and we can eliminate only after taking help of the denominator. So can I do minus 1 so that I can create x minus 1 by x minus 1, 1. So I will get rid of this variable x. Now as I have introduced minus 1, the question becomes unbalanced. So to balance this situation, we have write 1. So can I write y equals 1 plus 1 by x minus 1? And if you will modify this, we will be having y minus 1 into x minus 1 equals to 1. So look at this. Don't you think we got y, capital Y, to capital X equals to 1? Okay, so we have to draw a graph of this function. Now look at this, how gracefully we will draw the graph. So first draw x-axis and y-axis respectively. Okay, now be super slow and observe this one. So suppose that this is x equals to 0. Means can you tell me the equation of this line? This line is x-axis. So can I say it is y equal to 0? Means can I say it is this equals to 0? Means y equal to 0 is the first asymptote and x equals to 0 is the second asymptote. Okay, so who is asymptote? It's a straight line towards which graph approaches indefinitely. So to find the first asymptote, we will equate this with 0. So we got y as 1. So this is your y equal to 1. This is your first asymptote. Now to get the second asymptote, we will equate x with 0. So x minus 1 equals to 0 is equal to x equals to 1. Done. Now we have to draw the graph. So you know that we will have a graph in the quadrant 1 and the quadrant third, because C is 1. So in first quadrant, it's easy to draw the graph. But in third quadrant, it is tough because wait, your function may pass through this way, one of the case, may pass through this way, one of the case, may pass through this way, one of the case. So how we will rectify this? So what you have to do, replace x with 0 in your equation and find out the value of y. So if you'll replace x with 0, you will be having y minus 1 and then minus 1 equals to 1. So minus 1 that side we will have y minus 1. This thing gone. So we got y as 0. So if we will replace x with 0, we got y as 0. This means graph will pass through the origin. So this is the graph of f of g of x. Okay. So if they will talk about domain, you can say that, sir, domain will be minus infinity to 1, no, no, union 1 to infinity, because we will have light over this point. If they will talk about range, again you can talk about minus infinity to 1, no, no, union 1 to infinity, because you will have light over there. So we got our domain and range. And also you can comment on 1 many one function, that the given function is 1 function because it will pass horizontal line test. I hope you got the idea, and I wish you guys can handle similar situations. Okay.